Hello and welcome to my mansion. Today I'll be giving you a tour, be showing you some hiding spots, and maybe I'll even share some secrets about this place. Let's get into the VH3 Mansion app review. If you open up the doors, you can use them to get upstairs too, like this, or you can use them to jump across the other side. Another big one is, of course, jumping off here, but the way to do it without taking full damage is either land on this tiny bit here, that is enough to stop you from taking full damage, or you can walk across this window on this tiny ledge, fall down onto the piano, and then you're good here too. Alternatively, you just take the stairs or go on the railing too, which also works. One other thing, not everybody knows about this yet, you can break this door here, in this corridor here, and you can have this small area to work with, and this just gives you an alternate way to get into the garage. Other notable things for getting around the map, you can climb up this, and this first of all offers you a very good juke opportunity here, because people probably won't look up. Yeah, on this map you don't think to look vertically, so people probably won't notice you up here as long as you're standing in the right position out of their line of sight. But you've also got this option here to break this wall here, and this leads you straight into the master bedroom bathroom. And this can be done both ways. I could break this from this here if somebody was like coming from here and I need to get out quickly. Another thing is this here, you can also break this. Not only does this make it a lot harder for people to get up here, but also allows you to break this open to get inside of the secret room behind the bathroom. And this gives you another place to go through. You can go through here rather than going around if you really need to. Maybe somebody's like put down like a Morse grenade here or something and you can't go through here. You can go around or just go through here. Another notable thing is if you come upstairs here, this floor here, you will notice it looks slightly different on the floor here, and that's because you can break this open. And when you break this open, you will notice here, if I just quickly go downstairs, is linked up to specifically this chandelier. So I'll show you what happens to somebody if you break this while they're standing under it. Well, it didn't kill him. The chandelier is meant to kill him when the chandelier falls on him. That's so weird. I think I have a clip of me somewhere of that happening, or I'll put something on screen of that happening, because that's what's meant to happen. Of course, behind these boxes, very popular hiding spot. And if you can manage to not make them fall down like that, then it might not look obvious that you're hiding there. And this beanbag in the corner, another good spot. Behind the door in the bathroom, you've got some nice band-aids here. These, I didn't know that these spawned here actually. Very popular hiding spot is you get the green chairs inside of here, put them in front of the door. And what this does is, when you put objects in front of doors in this game, that will block people off from opening the door, because doors in this game cannot open if there's an object in front of them. Now they have to break open the door as well as the chairs to just get into this room, which honestly wouldn't recommend hiding in this room. But you can break this open if you want to, and you can hide around this corner if you want to. It's not an ideal position to hide in, but it can at least be good for juking. This is another good room for using the chairs to block off all the doors. The one downside to this is that they have the glass doors here, which are a bit more fragile. Glass in this game breaks very easily. And also they can see through it, obviously, so you won't be able to be sneaky behind the doors. I've said this in every single map overview video that I've done so far, but hiding in the fridges genuinely does work sometimes, and it's also very funny, so there's always that if you ever want to do it. You can also crawl inside of the kitchen counters if you want to. Sometimes people won't notice it if you've broken open just one of these. Especially in this corner, this is probably the best one to do it in. Especially if you have the door open here. Like somebody opens the door for you and blocks this off, they might not notice that. Like from here, it kind of looks normal, you know? You might not notice that, especially if you're just running past it, not paying too much attention. And this door is a popular juke. It's less common nowadays for it to trick people, because it used to be one of the best hiding spots in this map. Side of here, the bathroom, you can jump up with this. They might not check there. And of course you have down under here, so behind some of these boxes might work, these tables and such. Another good spot, well not really a good spot, but another spot is under the stairs in the main room. Call this the main room. You can sort of get inside of here. Might have to take some of these boxes out of here because they're a bit in the way, but you can crawl into here. And if you get somebody else to fix up the boxes and make it look less obvious, and this can actually work sometimes. People underestimate this spot, I feel. Upstairs, there aren't too many ones in these rooms, but you've got behind the mirror here. Under any of the beds might work. A lot of the cupboards, you can actually break the cupboards open. You can go around here and sort of hide around there if you wish. And you've got one of my favourite spots on this map, which is behind this door here. Because nobody ever comes to this specific spot here because there's nothing here. You don't think of anything to be here. Unless they're paying close attention right here, they won't see you there. So you can actually just stand here, and it's worked many times before. You don't end up accidentally like having a character shout standing there either. I think that like things that have splash attacks, or like you see this as like an area of effect, or like the flashbangs and the frag grenades, I feel like they're going to be really good, sort of denying areas or denying pathways, because people are chasing you. For example, the hunter's chasing you when you're on low health. You throw the grenade down here, and they have to decide either do they want to chase you and get blown up in this corridor here, or do they just wait here and let you get away, but also not take any damage. Additionally, you've got things like the DNA tester, blocking off a skinny area like the stairs here. You've got things like wildfire, also very, very good. Wildfire will place down fire in some area, or use the firewall in some area and deny a door or some walkway, some corridor or something, that you either finish off somebody with less people chasing you, or just damage players while they're trying to chase you and kill you, you know? There aren't really any things that are bad necessarily for this map. I don't think I would recommend using axe very much, because there's just not too many things to break on this map apart from a couple different objects to get around the map, or for hiding spots. But like, you can use some of the weaker gadgets if you're planning on doing that anyway, so I don't think it's a big deal. Most weapons honestly work well for Manor. Manor is a very enclosed short range map though, so I wouldn't recommend any long range scopes that might make your ability to shoot vampires at a close range worse. Realistically, things like shotguns, fast firing, submachine guns, pistols are your best bet on this map. My personal go-to pick is probably going to be the SMP-5M. Very fast fire rate, and it can still work very well in that long corridor, especially if you have a decent sight on it. Very well-rounded guns are your best bet on this, or just close-range things. Even things like the Mini, like this is a map where you could probably justify using the Mini, just because it's always such close-range fights that you're going to want to take. You're never really going to want something slow-firing sniper like the Mosin gun. It's not really a great pick for this. As for perks, I wouldn't recommend Featherfall for this map. There's like hardly ever going to be any times when you're going to be falling on this map, unless you fall down the hole in the attic if somebody broke that open, but I don't see that happening very often. So honestly, this is a good map for just those other abilities that aren't really focused on movement or anything, but more so just focused on being strong or having more health and stuff like that. Some of the other maps like Valley Ruins or like Survivor's Outpost, you would want some of the more movement-based things, because those maps are more focused on doing parkour and movement and such. Vampire abilities, honestly anything could work. I wouldn't recommend using Trioptera or Kangaroo, because those are mostly movement focused, and once again, this map is not very focused on any sort of big jumps or getting over gaps or being fast. I would say that Supersonic is good actually, because you've got the big explosion, the Supersonic explosion, which this is a very small map. People are going to be condensed together in small areas. You're going to be more likely to hit people with the shockwave. Same things for the volatile self-destruct or explode orb. Those are going to be good too. I don't have them unlocked, but the Infect and Venom like grenades, those are going to be very good. Also the Diamond Skin Crystal Cast, very useful. Blocking off doorways and stuff like that, just making it a lot harder for people to get around the small areas of the map, you know? Using something like a smoke bomb, which is going to deny people around a small area. This would be very helpful in small bits like this. And finally, I think that this is the best pick on this map. Having a barricade, at least one or two people using barricades, will be extremely useful. Either as the vampire, you're going to block people into your room where you are and just pick them off in that room very safely. You know, just have some free kills with barricade. It's so helpful, especially in some of the rooms that are blocked off by multiple doors, like in the basement area where that's all sort of connected by one doorway. Very, very, very good pick for this map barricade. Yeah, I think that's about it for Manor, honestly.